Pile number one, you are not here by coincidence, okay? If you found this reading, it's because a major shift in your life may already have begun, and Spirit wants you to know something before everything changes, all right? So let's go ahead and get the reading started for you. I'm using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. You must know this. What is it that you need to know before everything shifts, before everything changes? What is the one thing that Spirit needs to get across to you at this time? The universe, ancestors, guides, your higher self. What is the one thing you must know before everything shifts, before everything changes? Pile number one, viewers. Let's see. And you see in the thumbnail, I chose different wheels, right? So you have kind of like pile number one, you're the wheel that you see at a carnival, right? Or at a festival. And pile number two has the color wheel, and then three has the zodiacal wheel. So let's see, pile number one, what is it that you must know before everything shifts and changes? Because wheels, right, are symbolic of change. So that's why I chose it. I'm going to start with one for now. If I feel led to grab more, I will. But let's see. Sanctuary. Okay. I feel like this is giving me vibes of the retreat card I got in a short I did recently. Nonetheless, the feeling is here. You must rest, relax, calm your mind, your energy, find sanctuary. Remove yourself from people, places, and things that might disrupt your energy field is what I'm getting from this card. Because you're about to soar, you're about to take off. Look at the birds in the card. There's also, birds are energy of spirit and communication, or communication from spirit. So there's messages that are trying to arrive to you, and it's giving me energy of guidance. So there's messages that want to come through synchronistically, maybe in dreams, downloads you might receive, maybe when you're in a meditative state, away from the noise, the disruption, the distractions, in a place of sanctuary, peace, or quiet, right? These messages want to come through to assist you before everything changes. I feel like the messages may be a pivotal turning point for you. The receiving of this message or this information might change something for you or get the ball rolling. Okay, so feels like downloads, synchronicities, signs are trying to come in and come through, but it needs you to be quiet. The feeling is it needs you to remove yourself from the noise of distractions, maybe even from your cell phone, maybe from the things you see on TV, maybe from the influence of other people that are in your environment. There's a need to kind of like isolate or be alone. And I'm not saying to go into isolation or into hermit mode, not at all, but it's this feeling of just needing to find a quiet space, or I heard a date for yourself, like a just you, yourself, and I date, right? Type of thing. Do something for yourself. Find a day where you can just treat yourself, spoil yourself, take a bubble bath. I don't know, do something for yourself that you would find fun or healing. Because it feels like once you're in that quiet space, in that contemplative state, you're going to be receptive. And then that's when the message can come. And the feeling is this is an important piece of the puzzle before everything changes. But it feels like there's just energy of like not wanting to delay it anymore. So it's like, don't delay this quietude anymore. Don't push it off. Don't ignore it. It feels like this is a need. In order for it to come through. There's like something that wants to be conveyed in this space. Also, the feeling of, the spidey senses perking up. You being able to feel and sense something intuitively in that quiet space that maybe the everyday routine distracts you from. And you don't even have to meditate. Some of us aren't, you know, some of us don't like to meditate all like that. We find other meditative practices though. I do meditate, but I'd rather create a piece of, you know, art or paint, or create a piece of jewelry, or do something that focuses my attention. And that's usually when messages come. Just saying. That's for me personally. Walking is also one of those things that'll do that for me. Exercise, movement of my body, dancing. Okay. So find an activity or a quiet space to hone in. Okay. All right. So the other message is you are being guarded, guided, and protected. So I feel like this is also saying in that quiet space, one of your guardians might come through to deliver a message. And for some of you, it might be a feminine energy. It might be an ancestor that's trying to come through to deliver the message. Nonetheless, you are protected through this shift, okay? And that's also something that Spirit wants you to know. You are safe. You are guarded. You are guided through this shift. It's on the horizon here. It's about to happen. And before it happens, before it takes off, before you take off in this direction, in this new direction, and right before everything changes, it's this feeling of, I need you to get quiet. I need you to quiet your mind. I need you to remove yourself from the noise and the distractions, so one of your guards, your guardians, right? Your guards or your guardians can come through to deliver this much needed message. Your higher self can also speak. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting, for some of you watching pile number 1, there's this feeling of like needing to rest your nervous system or recalibrate it in some way. I don't know if some of you are like feeling anxiety, stress, worry, and you just haven't had a break, okay? You need a break. There's this energy of stretching yourself too thin, or burnout possibly in some area of your life. The feeling is, if you can take yourself on a me date, take a day off, do something by yourself, no cell phones, you know, no technology in your face type of thing, keep away from it. That's the energy of this reading, because that's when maybe you'll connect to the earth, ground yourself, and in that space, the message comes through, okay? Oh yeah. Expression. See, look at this. Communication, expression, the feeling of your self-expression, yes, but something about a message needing to be conveyed or expressed to you, okay? From, especially with these two cards, from a guard or a guardian. A guard or a guardian. Yeah, did I say a guide or a guardian? Sorry. And interestingly enough, we have the energy of the butterfly, which is symbolic of change, transformation, metamorphosis, and the feeling of coming out of the cocoon, the emergence, about you being about, yeah, you're in the process of emerging outside or through, or getting a breakthrough of some sort. The reason why is because, you know, butterflies do emerge out of the cocoon. That is a breakthrough moment for them. So you're about to expand your wings and fly. Like I said, over here, take off. And then you have the beautiful energy of the butterfly. So I love this for you. Somebody's trying to express a message to you or get a message across, because it's a pivotal piece of information that you'll need to kind of make you aware of something as the shift is happening. I feel that this shift is also moving you into your highest self-expression. Part of the shift that's coming is moving you into your higher self-expression, your most authentic self-expression. And you have a guard, a guide, an ancestor, also your higher self trying to communicate something to you, but either you're pushing it off, ignoring it, or you're too distracted to listen. Okay. Also, energy of dreams. I just got the feeling of dreams, dream time. The messages could come through in a dream. Also, keep a dream journal if possible. Like maybe buy a, I don't know, they sell them at like the Dollar Tree. Like just a little journal that you could buy for like $1 or something like that. Keep it by your bedside. The feeling is, because the message feels like it could also come through in the dream state when the veil is thinnest, where you're most at ease and relaxed. Okay, that could be your sanctuary, is during the sleep time. And the messages get conveyed to you in that delicate moment between wake and sleep, as you're falling asleep or as you're waking up. Okay. Somebody's trying to express something to you, get a message across, because it's needed. And it feels related to the way that everything's going to shift for you. Also, I hear it feels related to the version of you that's on the other side of the shift, okay? So it feels like a foretelling or a foreshadowing. That's what the message feels like. It feels like a foretelling or a foreshadowing. That you will be made aware of when you get the message. So it's hinting at something up ahead. Precognitive, maybe precognitive dreams, just saying. It could also be the version of you that's already pierced its way out of the cocoon. It could be that version of you also, okay, that version of you in the future, your future self, is also trying to get a message across to you. Okay, so let's add that to the list. Guards, guides, higher self, ancestors, future you, trying to get a message across. To foreshadow, foretell, give you a heads up before the change happens. The change is tied to your fullest, most authentic self-expression, you stepping into that. But the communication prior to this happening is pivotal. And if you've been pushing self-care off, you're only delaying, it feels like, what's inevitable or what needs to happen for you. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers trying to deliver messages. And it's in regards to, especially with earth energy, in regards to something tangible. For some of you, this is an opportunity. A tangible opportunity. A first step in the direction of something. Also investment. Investment of time, energy. The first step in the direction of investing something within yourself. So again, it could also be invest a moment, right, in yourself. Take time out for yourself to hear the messages. But for some of you, this is about an upcoming opportunity that might change things for you in a positive way. It may require your effort, your energy, the first step in the direction of something new, a tangible investment on your part of time or resource in some way to launch it off the ground. To learn something new. Pages are students of life, not only being messengers, but they learn things. So it might require something new that you learn. This is an opportunity, though, rooted in, you know, something safe and stable. But if you are to take the first step in the direction of it and try it out, it will be new to you, but it will also have to shift things. And it feels like positive. Oh, wow. Okay, so look at the upgrade, right? From a Page of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles. That is definitely an upgrade, a level up, also a progression. So you making progressive steps starting off small, and then it expands. So this shift, oh, I just heard this shift and change. What you also must know about it is the fact that it feels like it's small, but then it rapidly expands. What starts off as one small action, okay, physical, tangible action with earth energy. What starts off small with one little action, then expands and grows and materializes into a lot more. So this shift that is happening for you, or is about to happen for you, all it takes is one little action, one little move on your part to get it going. And then it grows. It expands, it multiplies into more. It also helps you to become your fullest self-expression, your most authentic version of you, fully expanded in a way that you can like take off and fly. That could be tangible, physical, earthly success, maybe expand your money in some way, maybe increase your abundance as well. It could be, with the Page of Pentacles, also an idea that if you were to take action or take solid steps in the direction of it to make it a reality, it will be worth your while, because it will then expand and be fruitful like the Queen of Pentacles. And it will change things. One small act of faith, I feel, with the Page of Pentacles, plants the seed, and then the garden grows. It ends up multiplying and becoming and bearing fruit like the Queen of Pentacles. So the feeling is here, don't doubt how things can become, how they can grow, how they can shift suddenly overnight. From one day to the next, you plant a seed, and then the next thing you know, it becomes a garden. What do they say? A forest began with a single acorn. Okay. That's what this is saying. And you must know that that little intention can become so much more with grounded physical energy behind it. Earth energy, right? That's what we have here. Some of you may be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy as well. But there's something about you being abundant and fruitful as a result of a seed you've planted or intention that you've put yourself behind. Likewise, an opportunity. Somebody could come knocking, okay, calling with an opportunity. And this opportunity will bring you more abundance, help you to level up in some way, so you can be more fruitful. It may, for some of you, because we have the card expression on the table, be creativity related. So some of you have already started creative projects. You started off small with the Page of Pentacles, and the shift that's coming for you or coming towards you is one where it finally takes off or expands and starts to bear fruit. But there's a message, okay, that needs to come to you, or that Spirit wants to get across to you before the shift happens to expand it. Before the expansion happens, right? You need that message first. Oh, yeah. Knight of Cups. We have all court cards on the table. This is wild, okay? Knight of Cups. Yeah, definitely this is coming towards you. You have... I feel like the Queen is being kind of like approached by two energies. Isn't that interesting? Two suitors for some of you. Oof. Okay. You have two. I feel like you have two opportunities here. For For some of you, it might be business. For some of you, it might be love or romantic, partnership related. But I also feel like for some of you, if there's been a seed of intention you've planted, you've taken, you know, like I said, all it takes is one small, grounded, physical thing that you do to ground it. It expands. And I feel like in some way it gets reciprocated, or the energy that you invest comes back to you over here, especially if you're investing in that thing with all your heart, or it's aligned with your heart. The feeling is it will come back to you and fulfill you in some way. For some of you, it is artistic, it is creative. Knights are also action, movement, speed, momentum in the direction, right? In this case would be in the direction of one's heart's desire. What makes your heart expand, what fulfills you, in the direction of maybe even love, or again, the art or the creativity that makes your heart expand or helps you to express yourself. So it could be that for some of you, the thing that changes or shifts everything is a creative expression of some sort, whether it be art or otherwise, that you invest your time and energy into. Again, it could be communication related, self-expression, right? So you express your thoughts, your words, express yourself maybe through some medium of some kind, whether it be, for some of you, could be content creation, for some of you, could be art, or any way that you choose to express yourself. It feels like that's going to help shift something in your timeline. And the feeling is Spirit wants you to invest in yourself so you can move with the Knight of Cups in the direction of this heart-based expression and shift that is around the corner for you. Because it has the potential and the power to be fruitful and to move you in a more direct, more abundant, direction. One that's more in alignment with your heart, one that's more in alignment with your authenticity. I'm curious to see what's underneath the surface here. Yeah, because you're ending a difficult chapter, one of struggle, maybe one of where you carried too much. It's interesting because I did say burnout. The Ten of Wands is definitely energy of burnout, okay? You've been doing too much, carrying too much, overwhelmed, maybe overwhelmed or overwhelming yourself. Maybe you have too much on your plate. That's why the sanctuary moment is needed to receive the messages from your higher self, your guards, your guides, your ancestors. This message needs to be expressed to you before everything shifts and changes, because it's going to help, the feeling is, help move things along for you. Knight of Cups is telling me to tell you, keep your heart open and receptive to the way that the messages could come towards you. I feel that whatever message is trying to come through, it's going to give you some kind of tangible evidence or assistance to help things shift in a positive direction a lot faster than the energy you've been under with that Ten of Wands for some time. Ten of Wands is a 10. It's a closing out of a chapter. And this message is what needs to come through before this Ten of Wands cycle you've been in for a while finally shifts and changes for good. This ending in this chapter, concluding itself with that Ten of Wands, is concluding to bring you, right? The things that are shifting and changing are concluding to bring you more heart-centered, more aligned people, places, and things opportunities and careers even, or career shifts and changes, maybe shifts in home with the Queen of Pentacles, more aligned love, it feels like, with the Knight of Cups, also more aligned creative expression and a more authentically aligned way of living. So yeah, stay open-minded is the feeling, or keep an open mind in regards to the way that this message can arrive to you. When it comes through, it's with your, the feeling is it's with love for you in mind. I also get this feeling of a message coming through from somebody in the tangible as well, not just in the spirit realm. The feeling is here to hear them out, okay? To hear them out. Just listen to what they got to say, okay? I feel like it's going to help clear something up for you. Also, I heard better late than never. Okay. Interesting. Also, the feeling of a gift, okay? A gift coming through. There's a message or a gift that's coming through. Maybe the gift is the message before everything shifts, okay? Maybe the message is the gift, like I said, or the gift is the message. But it's to help move things along, okay? All right, let's keep going. Wait, I had the whole deck upside down. They're not reversed. So we have transformation. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, you see, look, you have the transformation card. You also have the butterflies in this card. So we know that things are shifting and changing for sure. I was mentioning the analogy of the cocoon, right? Coming out of the cocoon like the butterfly. And then we have the energy of voice. So communication, again, your self-expression, right? Expressing yourself is your voice, using your voice, your creativity to express yourself in some way. But this could also be other voices, whether it be voices from the other side, right? The other realm, whether it be guardians, guardians, ancestors, guardians, ancestors, higher self, future self. But somebody is expressing something to you for sure, and it's going to assist the transformation. I feel like, if anything, this is just repeating what I already said, okay? And like I said, these are not red reverse or upside down or anything like that. The obfuscate card. The thing is that this energy is about the hidden, right? The things that are hidden from sight, the things that you can't see. And that very much speaks to the veil. I feel like there's this energy or this message that is veiled from you until you quiet yourself, pull yourself into, or kind of remove yourself or pull yourself out of an environment that's too busy, too noisy. Maybe you're working too much, you're overworked, you're burning out, you don't have enough time for self-care. The minute you extract yourself from the things that are overwhelming you, that's when the messages can come through. The messages that you don't realize you need can be delivered to you, expressed to you, so that way the shift can start to happen. And again, the feeling is what's being said is being spoken from the heart or through the heart, Knight of Cups. It's coming, it feels like it's coming from a place of love. I just heard vulnerability too. Let's see if we can get one of these. Yeah, this, whoa, this message wants to come through. Nuh-uh. Look at that. Solitude and meditation. Okay, see, look at that. That totally aligns with what I was saying. You need to find that quiet space to receive the message because you don't realize how much you need this message. Right now it's hidden behind a veil. But if you place yourself in a quiet space to meditate or just find sanctuary and solitude, it will come through and pierce through the veil to arrive to you, to assist these shifts so they can, right? So they can happen. And that way you can be expanded and make more progress in the direction of those things that are aligned with your heart or your authentic self-expression. Okay, I'm just going to look under here because we're, you know what I mean? Why not? Okay, confirmation that these messages could come through your dream time, right? Wow. Let's keep going. Yes, major ending and new beginning. What the hell? Like I said with the 10 of Wands, it's a closing out of a cycle. So you could have a new beginning. The shift is bringing you a new beginning in the direction of those things that are highly aligned with you, okay? So again, pay attention to your dream state. That's going to be an important place to pierce the veil and to reveal to you what's hidden. Again, what's been obfuscated all this time. With the sun reveals things that you can't see when you walk by the light of the moon, let's say, right? Or when you're in the dark, the sun will eventually come out to reveal things to you, to bring clarity and enlightenment. Likewise, success. So I'm glad I'm looking underneath the deck. Let's grab a final oracle. The sun reveals all things. It shows you, it sheds light on everything that over here you don't know or can't see. Whoa. All right, final oracle message. Final message for pile number 1. So the biggest takeaway from this is find a quiet space, quiet time. Take yourself on a date. Remove yourself from the noise, distractions. There's a message that wants to come through. It's going to assist you with the shift that is on its way, about to happen any day now. You're about to pierce through the cocoon, right? You're about to spread your wings and fly in a new direction. And Spirit needs this one thing from you. This one moment to deliver a key, a code, a pivotal piece of information to kind of, it feels like, move it along, to speed it along or speed it up. All right, so you can expand. All right. Oh, wow, dance. I love this. Find your heart's rhythm, step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. So remember when I was saying to you that, you know, some people prefer activity, right, in order to find that meditative flow state? For some of you, it could be dancing. This is also about moving to the rhythm of your own pace, your own. Yeah, it feels like sometimes life requires us to move at a certain speed or at a certain pace, is the energy that this is giving. And the feeling is you're not operating at the pace of the rest of the world. You operate at a rhythm, right? Your own rhythm that's different. You need to find that rhythm, maybe that routine, because what the rest of the world expects of you is not, it doesn't feel like it's a match to your own personal rhythm. And when you're moving to their pace versus your own, it can feel like this, the 10 of Wands. So what's your heart's rhythm? Because it doesn't feel like with that 10 of Wands, you're moving to the pace of it. Maybe you're moving at this time based on, you know, what is expected of you. You're moving to the pace of that rhythm versus what your heart really wants instead. I hope that makes sense. Follow your joy, follow your bliss, take a time out, you know, move to your pace, your own personal pace and rhythm, because in that space you will find alignment, so that way you can receive the messages that you need to help this shift that's happening for you. We know that things are transforming and changing. You're closing out a major cycle so a new one can begin. But Spirit needs you to slow down first, find your rhythm first. And in that space of finding your personal rhythm, your little piece of alignment, okay, where you're in that flow state, your inherent rhythm, that's where the messages come through. That's where the clarity comes through. The enlightenment gets revealed. And everything can then start moving positively. There's something about to change here. I don't know if some of you are ending a job, or there's something about your physical environment that's changing. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Also. Because it feels like that rhythm isn't yours. That frequency isn't yours anymore. And what's shifting and changing is where you match, like, your environment, the things in your everyday life, people, places, things, love, career, relationships, location, starts to match your frequency or your own personal rhythm. For some of you, like I said, you know, activity, movement, dance. For me, I was a teacher, dance teacher. Dance is one way that I find my meditative state. So I would highly recommend that. If sitting down, quieting your mind isn't that, then it's literally you connecting with your body. And we do have lots of Pentacles, Earth energy on the table. So that makes sense to me with this reading. 1, 0, and 7. 107 is your angel number. Go ahead and look up that number. See what it brings to you. I hope that this reading has helped you in some magical way. If it has, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, hype up this video too to support this channel. It helps boost this video in the algorithm so it can find who it needs to. You could also support me further by visiting my channel membership. Become a member, and you know, you'll get exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also visit me on Etsy. I have cool things there I make by hand, personal readings when available as well. Thank you for spending time with me, and yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care and always keep shining. Pile number 2. This message finding you is not a coincidence. It means that a major shift in your life is already beginning, and Spirit wants to get something across to you. What is it that you need to know, okay, before it all shifts, before it all changes? And to get this reading started, I have the Vintage Wisdom Oracle for you here. Let's see what you must know before everything shifts, everything changes. And that's why I used the 3 different wheels in the thumbnail, because wheels symbolize change. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's start off with 1 first. If I need more, I will grab. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so personal power, you standing in your personal power. You are about to step up into your personal power as well. The feeling is here that the shift that is happening for you is one where you advance and level up into your power, and where you feel more empowered. This feeling of autonomy, and there's another word I'm looking for. Hopefully it comes to me. personal agency, I guess. Is that the right word? Let's see. Let's grab 2 more like I did for pile number 1. All right, what else do we have? Balance or alignment and faith. Okay, so what you must know is that everything is aligning. You are more powerful than you realize. This shift and change that is happening for you is going to bring you into further alignment and step you into your power. The thing is that you just have to have faith. It's all going to align and work out because you're more powerful than you realize. The feeling that these 3 cards is giving me is that you have powerful protection around you. And there's also this feeling of not just the powerful protection that you're being surrounded by or flanked by. But I feel like you don't realize how powerful you are. You don't... I feel like some of you think your faith is being tested right now. But the feeling is here, you already did everything you needed to do to align with the positive shifts that are happening for you. The signs, the messages, the synchronicities, and I'm getting that because there's the hummingbird, right? We also have this energy here, the bird, and birds are messenger spirits. So it kind of feels like you're receiving signs and synchronicities to confirm that what is taking place for you is actually happening. The thing is, you might not believe your own power sometimes, or you might question it, you might doubt it. That hummingbird in the card is symbolic of movement, travel, and needing to stop and smell the roses every once in a while. Learning to rest as much as you move and finding the balance between those 2 things. This is also high-speed energy, so something's about to take off for you really fast. There's this feeling of being powered up. A rest or a pit stop before it all changes. Maybe to allow yourself that. And to also shift your perspective. I just got a song for you. It's the one by Sia. Oh, man. Now I'm trying to remember. I'm sure you already know which one I'm leaning towards. Let me see if I can find it for you. One moment. I just want to find the name. So that way I can go ahead and also put it in the screen, right? Unstoppable. Okay. So it's the song Sia, I'm Unstoppable. Okay. And something, the main lyrics are that she wins every single game. She doesn't need batteries to play, right? Like, for whatever reason, that line is sticking out to me. So I'm invincible. I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. Okay. And I feel like if you play that song, it might strike a nerve, but in a good way, right? I feel like it's a reminder because it feels like there's little things in your everyday world that maybe aren't reflecting back to you your own power, strength, and resilience. I feel like some of you are really anticipating or like wanting this shift, wanting this change, seeking it, in fact, have done everything you needed to do to align with the change. And the feeling is this reading is trying to assure you of that yes, you have. This is what you must know, that yes, you have done everything within your power to align with positive change that you've been seeking. Even when your faith was feeling like it was tested, you were still aligning. Your faith might even feel tested now. Tested? Oh, I just heard tested but never wasted. Okay? Like, think about that for a second. Your faith might have felt tested, but it was never wasted. Tested but never wasted. Whoa, that's very interesting. All right, let's see if we can get 2 more cards. Yeah. The feeling of 2 particular energies, okay? She's giving me Lilith vibes. But the feeling of 2 particular energies protecting you, flanking you on either side, watching over you. Very powerful ones too. I just heard, do you honestly doubt what can be done for you? And the tone felt a little snarky. Like scoffing almost at the fact that you might doubt what can be done for you. Whoa. Like, do you not know who you are? Do you not know who you are, pile number 2? Do you not remember who you are? Like, how dare you? How dare you doubt for a second what could be done for you? Or the lengths we would go to protect you so you could arrive at this shift. Have you, it's like feeling of like, have you honestly lost your faith in yourself, in us, in what can be done for you? Everything's already aligning. Everything's already moving. Everything's already in motion. It can't be stopped. And also, nothing can knock it off balance. So why are you losing faith now? What, just because your outside world doesn't reflect it? Just because your outside world doesn't reflect it back yet doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's happening. It's moving. It's already aligned. It's just, there's a sadly, okay, that's the feeling I'm getting. Sadly, there's a lag in time, or the appearance of time. There's a lag in the appearance of time, like the way that time appears to you in your earthly experience, because The physical world is dense, made of matter, and it has to catch up to you, not the other way around. It has to catch up to you, not the other way around. You're ahead of it. You have the Emperor, the Five of Cups, that feeling of like, you know, I just said sadly, right? And then you have the Five of Cups. So maybe a loss of faith and hope, okay? Feeling like something was lost. Maybe having regrets. But not realizing that the two cups that are always still standing in the Five of Cups card is, right, a depiction of alignment. So usually in the Five of Cups card, you have 3 cups that are fallen to the floor, spilled. You can't fix and get those back. And there's always 2 cups standing in the background, standing upright, mind you. That is symbolic of alignment. And then we have the energy of balance. And the thing is, sometimes we're too focused on everything going wrong around us that we fail to see what is perfectly in balance, harmony, and alignment with us. Those 3 cups that spilled were meant to be kind of poured out, because what was authentic and true is what is still standing. Do you see? What is authentic and true is what you're aligning with, not what has been lost. You can't put the liquid back in the cups, but sometimes we focus, hyper-focus on what was lost and what we can't get back, instead of looking, right, or focusing on what we already have, what is truly meant for us, what is truly in alignment with us, and the direction of that alignment and where it's taking us. Yeah, see, look, the heartbreak, the loss, the grief, the sadness, the discrepancy between mind and heart. These are pith cards, by the way. That's why you don't see the normal imagery. It would be really helpful for this reading, particularly pile number 2, if it did, but that's okay. I look at this 3 of Swords as the need to align mind and heart, because when you see the normal depiction, you'll see the heart, right, being pierced by the 3 swords. That is conflict of head and heart. And the grief, the sorrow, the frustrations, the sadness, the disappointments that can come from that. When you aren't in alignment, when your heart says one thing, your mind says another, the discrepancy between those two. And sometimes our environment, the things happening around us, can make us feel like that, feel at a loss, make us feel conflicted within ourselves. Our heart says one thing, our mind tells us another. Our mind will try to maybe talk us out of what our heart knows to be true. But interestingly enough, despite those moments, okay, because these are minor arcana. They're not major arcana here, okay? This too shall pass is what the minor arcana often tell me, okay? This is only a fleeting, passing, feeling, experience, moment. Because what you have here, what's solid, okay, what's secure, what's foundational, is the number 4 of the Emperor. That is you in your power. Despite the disappointments, despite the setbacks you've experienced, you're still very much within your power. And this is also a reminder of your power. Despite how things may look and feel, or maybe the negative thought that might cross your mind every once in a while, despite all that, this is you. Sitting on your throne, in your power, stable and secure. Don't believe everything you think, and definitely don't believe everything you see, because that's not the reality. Your faith, your trust in your path and what's happening for you is more powerful than you may realize. So the feeling is here, if you could shift your focus and bring yourself into alignment and not give your energy to the things, right? The negative things happening around you, or do not feed the negative thought patterns or the negative energy that you might come across in your everyday life. Don't give it your energy. Remove yourself from it if necessary, if there's anything that's causing that. Because it feels like you're approaching a major life change that's not only going to step you further into power, but also bring you into alignment with the things that are meant for you, that were protected for you. An emperor has a kingdom. Or a realm, okay? And there's this energy of this has been safeguarded, protected for you. The version of you that is living in that timeline, or in alignment with those things that have been protected for you, the feeling is he remembers. Well, that version of you remembers, knows, has embodied. Yeah, that version of you exists and has embodied that life, that power already. And like I said, it's a matter of the physical catching up to you, because you've already successfully embodied it. You have 2 cards of power on the table, the actual power card, and then you have the Emperor, okay? Personal power. So you've embodied the shift that you are stepping into. And it's like, don't forget who you are by allowing yourself to be distracted by what the current status quo or the things around you are showing you. Because it's not the reality of what you've embodied. And the fact that you already embodied it has secured it and stabilized it too. We think of the number 4, security, stability, structure, power. You've already embodied it. So it's like you already did that work to stabilize it within you, to align with it within you. And that took your faith, your trust. Why doubt it now is the feeling. Why doubt it now at the 11th hour, right before everything's about to shift? Because it's already happening. It's already aligning. The feeling is there's no time for regrets, shoulda, couldas, and wouldas. That's all behind you now. You're stepping into power. You're leveling up. You're coming into alignment with the things that are secured and promised for you. There's no room to doubt it now. So shift your perspective, focus on the alignment that is happening. Again, there is a Two of Cups in the Five of Cups card, and then we have the energy of balance and alignment as well with the center card here. So the feeling is everything's already firm, standing firm, and full alignment. The change and the shift is the change that you've been seeking and needing is already happening. Please walk by faith, not by sight, and walk by faith, not by sight. Every day you wake up is an act of faith. Every day you wake up is a chance to trust more and more. Because every day you wake up is a miracle in itself, right? For all of us. So that's the vibe here. You're already empowered and you've already embodied that version of you that's on the other side of the shift you're seeking. You're looking for positive change. Maybe because, again, maybe it's been difficult. Five of Cups, Three of Swords. There's been a lot of things maybe out of alignment in your life. And the things maybe in your life right now don't match the personal power or the vibration you've embodied. And that can feel kind of like a discrepant energy, right? A discrepancy in your everyday waking life. And it can make you feel out of sorts. But the misalignment you see in your physical reality is not the truth. The things in your everyday world that are not aligning is not the reality of what you've embodied. And until your outside world starts to match your vibe, the one that you've embodied, it is going to kind of feel like the Five of Cups or the Three of Swords, just saying. But you have to ignore that. It's like, ignore it. Don't give that your attention. You're stronger than you think. You're more powerful than... Yeah, you're more powerful than what your physical world is showing you. That's why I was hearing, did you forget who you are? Do you not remember who you are? I forgot I was a bad bitch. Tragic, breaking all the rules, and they were only habits. You ever heard that song? Yeah, that's another song for you. Dang, I'm getting so many songs. That was Ash Nico, I think. I think is it Cinderella's Dead Now? I don't know. I'll put these songs in the screen, okay? I'll put them in the screen. They might be helpful to some of you. Yeah. Go ahead and check out those songs so far. So we have Sia, and we have, I believe, Ash Nico. If I'm saying that right. I also want to say to you that if there's anybody in your energy field or in your environment that has caused you heartbreak or disappointment, they have let you down. Part of the shift and change that's happening for you, or that you have embodied, is where you break free of that situation. Because you're fully empowered now. You know your power, you know your worth. And nobody has time to entertain, right? Or give energy to people, places, and things that do not match the inherent vibration that you are or have embodied. It feels like for some of you, excuse me, you are too powerful to settle for less than, again, a vibrational match to your energy now. The feeling is here, this you deserve or are seeking aligned environments, relationships across all areas of life. And part of the shift that is about to take place for you, and this is what you got to know, that part of the shift of what's taking place for you is where the people, places, and things that hurt you, disappointed you, broke your heart, betrayed you, they will be falling out of your path because you're too leveled up now. And they're no longer a frequency match. I want to look underneath the surface. Look at that. So you have new love coming in. For some of you, you might have had romantic relationships that disappointed you. Committed relationships that maybe even let you down or disappointed you. But Ace of Cups underneath the surface is saying you've healed. You've renewed yourself. You've rebirthed your energy. You've powered up. You've leveled up. You're sitting very strong within yourself. Your foundation is secure. So anything that would cause you this, disappointment, loss, playing with your head and your heart, okay? Nah. New energy is coming in with the Ace of Cups. That also might be what you don't see. It's coming in all areas of your life that will fulfill you, bring you emotional fulfillment, fill your cup rather than deplete it. Ace of Cups is brand new energy. That's what you don't see underneath the surface. This is a brand new beginning for you. And it's to align you with those things that match your vibe and also resonate with your heart. Ace of Cups, right? And you know what's funny? The song by Ashniko does align with that thought. Especially if it's romantic relationship related. So many things that are heart-centered are going to be flowing to you with that Ace of Cups. You're going to be so grateful for the way that things shift and change for you too, because that can speak of overwhelming gratitude. It's also very telling that your heart is open and receptive to the positive things that could be happening for you or shifting for you, which is what you need to allow it in. You're in complete alignment with the way things are about to shift. Don't let the outside world fool you into thinking that you're not. That's the bigger message here. That's what you must know. Because the things that you've lost, Five of Cups, the things that broke your heart, Three of Swords, they fell out of your life, or they were just proof that they weren't in alignment with you. But the universe is about to shift and move things to bring you in alignment with the things that match your inner embodiment, your inner power and vibration. Look, all of them fell out for you. So let's see. I'm very curious now. This is a new beginning where everything in your life matches your heart, the things that maybe even you require or desire on your heart, your inner power and alignment, your strength, your royalty, right? Anything that made you, you know, doubt your crown, or made you drop your crown, okay? That's what's falling off, falling out. Nothing's ever going to make you drop your crown ever again. And that crown is secured moving forward. Nothing's going to be able to shake your foundation ever again, or doubt yourself ever again, or make you play small ever again. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I had a whole deck upside down. So we have the beautiful energy of the cycle clearing itself out. The end of a cycle so you could begin a new one. Okay. Cycles and phases, closing out, death, rebirth. You know, you have the lamniscat here in the card as well. Infinity symbol, which is all about, you know, the cycles and the renewal, where one thing ends, another one becomes birthed, right? Or gets rebirthed. You've heard me talk about snakes, shedding of old skin, because a snake does molt, it renews itself. You have energy of renewal with the Ace of Cups as well. So you shed old facets of self. You've rebirthed yourself, reinvented yourself in many ways. And despite the fact that the outside world might not be demonstrating to you that change that you've already embodied, doesn't mean it's not happening. There's a hidden aspect with the veil of the moon that keeps things kind of murky and kind of unseen for now, or hidden until the time is right. This is a matter of just trusting your intuition despite how things may look surface level, is what this is saying. The next full moon might also be significant from the time that you watch this reading. You have two cards that kind of are hinting at that for me. You've outgrown aspects of your situation because you've embodied yourself in your fullest power. You are that, okay, you are that bad biatch, right? You've embodied that version of you, fully empowered. Ignore the present reality, because that's not the reality you've shifted into or you're about to shift into. I know that's easier said than done, but sometimes, you know, we got to be a little delulu with the moon energy, right? We got to act and walk and step in faith every step of the way. Trusting what you know in your heart, Ace of Cups, versus what the outside world shows you. Also, that the feeling of that is the seat of your power. That faith in your inner world is the source of all your power. Align with that version of you. Align with that version of you. Because that's the one that you're about to shift into. That's the true version of you. You've already outgrown the old skin, the old things, the old environment, the old people, places, and things. You've already shed that and those facets of yourself. They are not a match to you anymore. You've outgrown those things. You've already embodied a new shell, a new version of you, a new skin. And there's a little bit of a delay, right? Because we live in a physical world and it has to catch up to you. Remember that. There you go. Wealth, abundance, prosperity, success. You're about to shift into your wealthiest, most powerful timeline. You don't see the wealth that's coming your way, again, because the moon hides things, right? You've already embodied the wealth. You've already embodied this personal power. Like, I was getting the energy of, you honestly doubt what's possible for you? Like, seriously? Are you honestly doubting what can be done for you? Do you not know who you are? Like, did you already forget who you are? Yeah. Wealth, prosperity, abundance is yours. You're shifting into a very abundant timeline. I'm going to look under here. Oh, travel. I have the whole thing upside down. Travel, movement, transformation with the butterfly, the sun, you know, the enlightenment coming out, the clarity, revealing itself, revealing the things that you needed to know and see. Yeah, but you're moving forward. Underneath the surface, you're moving forward. You're moving away from the things that caused you the Three of Swords, conflicts of head and heart, the Five of Cups, disappointments, loss. Okay, you're traveling in the direction. That's what's underneath the surface. You're traveling in the direction of this new beginning. Okay. This new abundant beginning where you align with the things that you've embodied on your heart. Okay. That's what that's saying. Let's look under here. So you can have your peace, your ease, your comforts, finally, your soft life. Okay. You deserve that especially after this energy and the shedding of an old facet of self or old timeline. Yeah, you deserve peace of mind, wholeness, wellness, happiness, healing, wealth, abundance. Positive movement and momentum underneath the surface. Let's grab one more card. What? Oh my gosh. You know what? I love my readings. I don't care. I love my readings. Because of this. Stuff like this. The way that the synchronicity shows up in real time. You know what I mean? Like, to confirm. Achievement, good fortune, wealth, abundance. Absolutely. These are all the things you've embodied. And it's just a matter of time before it all reflects back to you. Ignore the present reality because that's not the truth you've embodied. You're about to achieve big things. Your fortune is about to change in a positive and abundant way, despite the fact that right now you're in the midst of a transition or approaching a transition where you can't fully see the fruit or the result of everything you've embodied. But big things are happening for you. Big things are happening for you. And because why not? What? Dreams come true, baby. Look at that. Come on now. Come on. What in the world? Okay. I have the whole thing. No, I don't have it upside down. Oh, man. Yeah. Pile number 2 viewers, those of you who stuck it out, okay, to complete this reading. Because sometimes people, like, they will click off because, you know, the thing is they don't want to wait for it. Well, that's their loss. Those of you who waited until the reading was almost done to show how, to see, right, how everything aligned, the cards aligned with what I was saying and everything, let me know in the comments. Seriously, because that's telling me, not only is it proof that you're aligned with this message, but that you truly are aligned with all the goodness about to come your way. Okay, some people are impatient, they'll click off, but you didn't. If you're still here right now, you didn't click off. That tells me you're in complete alignment with what's happening for you, with what's about to come through for you. And it's going to pour, okay? Pour over you, out to you, flow to you. Your dreams come true, your wealth and abundance that you deserve. Look at that. You're about to achieve huge things, a good change in fortune in a positive direction, away from the things that hurt or harmed or disappointed you. You're moving out of that cycle. That cycle's closing out. That disappointing cycle, that very tough cycle, you're closing that out, and you're about to step into and shift into the good fortune, your dreams come true, your most wealthy and abundant timeline, and your most fully empowered version of you. Not only just living it, like dreaming about it, right? Envisioning it or embodying it, but actually living it, okay? In real time. You're going to be living your dream come true in real time. Not just daydreaming about it. This is your most peaceful, comfortable, easy, soft life timeline you're stepping into. That's what this feels like. That's part of the shift. So continue every day to walk in faith, not by sight, embodying the very dream, the thing on your heart, the wealth that you've embodied. Continue to step in that. Continue to move and groove, okay, as that version of you, because that's what you're about to shift into. You've already embodied that. The residue of the old version of you, you might still be, you know, living in it, but that's not really you anymore. That version of you is gone. You've shed that facet of yourself already. Everything's about to come full circle. You're about to have a huge full circle moment, okay? Pile number 2. This truly is your message if you've listened to the totality of this reading. That's proof of your alignment. Because the cards aligning, okay, are proof of the alignment that you've embodied. And my alignment also, as a reader, used as a vessel to deliver the message of your alignment. Okay? So, let's see what we got. Because this fell out for you too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Expect it, okay? Expectation. This is like saying, did you forget who you are? How much more reminding do you need? That's what this message, pile number 2, is saying. Get it through your thick skull. I love you. But get it through your thick skull that this is happening for you. Okay? Be open for whatever comes next, it says. It might just be the magic your heart's been waiting to hear. Here's your heart right here, Ace of Cups. Okay, right here, Ace of Cups. I'm going to pull this out just a little bit, okay? Expect this. Be expectant. Walk in it every day. Wake up in it every day, because this shit's happening. This shit is happening for you. And maybe that's why I was getting the energy of like your guides, your guardians, like being snarky about it, right? Like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Are you honestly going to tell me that you doubt what's possible for you? Expect it. Any day now. This is beautiful. Pile number 2. Let's get your angel number. There's nothing more that I could say. Okay? There's nothing more that that can be said. Let's see. 10. Number of completion. 2. Number of alignment. 7. Spiritual path. Also the energy of purpose. Okay, look up that number. See what it brings to you. 1027. If you feel that this reading has connected for you in some magical way, yes, let me know in the comment section, please. I'd love to hear from all of you. Like, share, subscribe, hype the video. Hyping the video is a new feature on YouTube, but it helps this reading reach who it's meant to find, right? Also, if you can, you know, if you're willing or you want to support this channel further, consider joining my channel membership for exclusive readings and content I put out for members only. And you can also support me further by visiting me on Etsy. Link to my Etsy shop is down below. Personal readings are there. Things I make by hand are there also. Much love to you. Pile number 2, congratulations. Okay, expect your goodness. Okay, expect your goodness to come in any day now. This is yours. This is meant for you. You're fully aligned with this. You're moving in the direction of it right now. Travel. Okay, some of you might be moving, traveling, literally or figuratively, but you are moving in the direction of this right now. Even if with the moon card, sometimes you can't see it, but you have to trust, walk in faith. Your intuition is guiding, leading the way. All right, your higher self knows. Your future self knows. Your outer world is about to catch up to you. Keep that in mind. So I love you. Take care. Always keep shining. Pile number 3. You did not find this reading by coincidence, okay? If this message has found you, it is because a major shift in your journey or life is already beginning. And we want to find out, what is it that you must know before everything shifts and changes? And to get the reading started for you, I'm using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I put 3 different wheels in the thumbnail because, again, wheels are symbolic of shifts and changes. Let's see here. What is it that you must know before everything shifts and changes? Pile number 3, viewers. Start off with 1 and then I'll grab more cards. Okay, so I hear your thoughts become things. Also, we have the 2 pillars in the background. It's giving me High Priestess vibes. Okay, your thoughts are creating your reality. So the feeling is having planted a seed in the subconscious to make it conscious or to bring it into the physical. I don't know why this is giving me visionary energy, manifestation energy. Maybe the shift has to do with I guess an intention that you've set. And the feeling of the 2 pillars is giving me the energy of alignment. You know, balancing head and heart, syncing those up, right, within yourself to make it happen. We have the energy of new beginnings. All right. Yeah. This shift is going to be a new beginning for you. I feel like a lot of you have done with this card, you've done the meditative work to envision or picture the life that you've wanted. You've successfully planted that seed in your mind's eye and aligned your heart with it as well. And now you're about to birth a new chapter. This chapter is not going to be like anything you've experienced prior. This is definitely a new life. right? A new life, a new door that is opening up to you. It's a different life and lifestyle than you've lived before, is what this is also telling me. Also something you've been thinking about often is aligning for you now. It's coming through. The door to it is open for you to receive it. You're about to birth it into your experience. And look, you have protection, divine protection. So this seed of intention, this manifestation, this thing that you've envisioned is wholeheartedly protected. This new beginning that you're about to shift into is wholeheartedly protected. You are in divine union within yourself, or you're possibly coming into divine union with another. The reason why I say that is because you have these two pillars over here. You have these two pillars here as well. So this is alignment within, also outside of you. Could be reflected in another, or with the way that everything is aligning positively for you, right? Everything's just coming together in the right way. The reason why I say it could be a divine union, because we have the two swans, and swans mate for life, okay? They're animals that mate for life. So I feel like you've come into harmonious alignment within yourself alchemically, because we all have masculine and feminine within. And you've aligned those energies successfully to bring this new beginning, or to plant the seed of manifestation successfully in the subconscious to then bring it forth and birth it into your physical world. For some of you, romantic love or divine union is entering your life, if that's something you've been thinking about. But if it's not that, you're coming into full alignment with a manifestation or seed of intention you planted in your subconscious to be birthed into your physical reality. I heard alignment activated. This new beginning activated. Protection in place. Foundation secured. Partnership already on its way. Protection in place. Portal open. Portal open. Protocols secured. I heard hold that thought. Whoa, okay, hold that thought. Whoa, okay. Oh, wait for it. That's what that means. Wait for it. Let's see if we can get through tarot cards. Help us. King of Swords. Let's see if we can get two more. Funny, I say hold that thought, and you have the King of Swords. You have the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, let's pull this over. Ace of Cups. Okay. Five of Pentacles feels like loss or displacement. Right here. Or the feeling of energy drain or not feeling at home. You have this beautiful new beginning. You have two cards of new beginning. Ace of Cups, you have the new beginning card. Something could be draining finances, draining your energy. Again, hold that thought. If there's negative thoughts or scarcity mindset, right? King of Swords is saying to cut that out. This Ace of Cups is saying, open your heart to receive. I feel like there was a loss, but this new beginning is replacing what was lost. I don't know if the Five of Pentacles was a breakup or... like I was getting the feeling of divine union. This is new love. It could speak of new love. New beginnings that are heart-centered and heart-aligned. This is also about renewal and healing. And if there was a loss, whether it be romantic or financial or some kind of displacement, this is saying the new beginning is going to fill your cup rather than drain you, okay? This can talk of energy drain, things that drain your energy. Also, King of Swords is saying not to focus on the things that drain your energy. Focus on the things that fill your cup rather than deplete your cup, okay? But I feel like if there was some kind of loss over here, this is a replenishment. This is a renewal energy. So what was lost gets replaced, revived, restored, renewed. Something about holding the thought. Maybe holding... in other words, hold the thought. Don't allow the negative thoughts to run amok. You capture the thought, those negative thoughts before they take over. I'm wondering if that's what that means. Let me know how, what it kind of is resonating with you or in what way it's resonating when I say hold that thought. I also heard things aren't what they seem to be. Also, some of you are taking the sword of truth that the King of Swords holds, and you are cutting yourself away and free of the things that make you feel lack, loss, scarcity, displacement. Like you're cutting yourself away from those things that make you feel that. You're also could be changing your thought patterns too. If the sneaky little buggers come in to try to like mess with your thought pattern, I feel like you're slicing them away. You're cutting them away. You're slashing them out of your mindset before they take over and run amok. I think you're also empowered and protecting yourself that way. You're protecting your energy and your thoughts from people, places, things, patterns of mindset, paradigms. You see what I'm saying? There's something about you being protected, and you not just being protected from the outside in the spiritual realm, but you protecting yourself also by what you think, by how you move, the things you choose to associate with. Because if it's taking from you and it's not filling your cup, the feeling is making the decisive choices, the King of Swords, to cut those things away. So that way you can have your new beginning and you can be free of those things. And the feeling is here, what you must know before the shift to this new beginning happens is that if you're not doing those things yet, you'll need to protect yourself, to protect your your mindset, your peace. King of Swords is going to have to make decisions that aren't going to be pretty for, some people. It's about truth, standing on business, right? It's about protecting your truth, protecting your peace, protecting your thoughts, communicating with precision, leaving no stone unturned. King of Swords is never going to hesitate to say what's on his mind. And you have the Thought card and you have the King of Swords card together. So it's like giving somebody a piece of your mind. It might hurt some folks. It might disappoint some people, but it needs to be said. So what you must know is that I feel like what's going to activate this shift is what you cut away, or what you choose to cut away, let go of, what you choose to remove yourself from. The feeling is only that which fills your cup can stay. Only that which fills your cup may enter. Only those things that are in complete alignment with you can remain or are welcomed in. You see, you have the alignment with the two swans, and you have the Ace of Cups representing the overflow, okay, and the filling of your cup, the renewal of your cup. The King of Swords is going to act in truth, decide in truth, move in truth, also speak with authentic truth. And this new beginning can only, right, it only has room to allow those things in that are in alignment with your authentic path and truth. Anything else must go or be cut away. And I feel like the King of Swords is holding the sword of truth to clear the path away from anything that causes this loss, lack, sadness, disappointment, energy drain, displacement, or feeling out of place, or feeling like you don't belong. This new beginning is about aligning you and moving you in the direction of everything that belongs truly to you, for you. I also want to say to you, if you're worried about money, your finances are protected. I feel like new information is going to come through to help a situation where you need it. Physically, financially, or otherwise. Also, this feeling of information being revealed to you so you can act, right? Or choose, decide with truth, with integrity. If it doesn't honor you, the feeling is it must go. If it's not giving, it's depleting, right? If it's not giving to you, it's depleting you. And you're going to have to consider these things. You're going to have to think about these things. You're going to have to choose, discern. In order for this shift, right? So in order for you to fully align with the shift that's on its way, and that, right, the portal is opening you to, you're going to have to cut some things out. Cut some things off. Make choices that might be difficult or challenging. But it's in the cutting away and the letting go that you receive, that your heart can be filled, that you can align. Some of you have already, like I said, planted the seed of a manifestation. You're already in alignment with it. The door's already open. The portal's already activated for you to receive this. But you're going to have to lose something to gain something. But what you decide to let go, it feels like the King of Swords, that's at your own discretion. Okay? But in the losing or the letting go, it's really not a loss. It might be perceived as a loss, but you in its place will have something huge to gain that resonates and is in full alignment with your heart and your inner truth and your healing. And the feeling is what was lost gets replaced. You are so protected. What you're giving up is a small sacrifice for everything you will gain in its place, is what this is telling me. So trust yourself and the truth, and trust yourself and your inner truth to show you what can stay and what can go. Because only those that are authentic vibrational match to you can be welcomed in and or go along for the ride. Whoa, you under the surface. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely. This is a big change. Major arcana here, but also major change and transformation. A shift in the wind. Wheel of Fortune is definitely something falling off the wheel so something else can hop on. I think what's trying to hop on is in alignment with your heart's desire. Something that you've been thinking about. New love can be entering your life. New relationships that you're completely in alignment with. New people, places, and things that are more they're a more authentic vibrational match versus the things that drain your energy, right? Wheel of Fortune is saying to me, right now from where you stand, you're in a transitionary period. It's a transitionary card, right? You're in the midst of a transition. You got one foot in the past, you got one foot in this new beginning. But in order for you to fully step into the new beginning, you must know that something has to go. There might be something that is still lingering that needs to go, needs to be cut away, cut out. The Wheel of Fortune is saying if you can surrender a little bit, let go of the wheel, right? Spirit, take the wheel. If you can do that, the clarity, the discernment, the knowledge, the information you need, the communication, whatever, feels like whatever missing piece of the puzzle is maybe has you hesitating. I don't know why I'm hearing that. But has you hesitating to cut yourself free or cut these things off, it's going to be delivered. And in the cutting away of it or it falling out of your path is to protect you. Whether it's, your guides, your guardians, ancestors, higher self protecting you or whatnot, or you protecting you, right? It feels like protection from all angles. But whatever's being let go is to protect you. So you can step fully into the new beginning without anything holding you back. So yeah, what you must know is that some things are going to have to be left behind. in order for you to align with the things that are a true, authentic match to your heart, to your vibration, to the new beginning that you've envisioned and planted the seed to receive. The thing is with the Wheel of Fortune card, that card is shifting things in your life for sure, right? To bring you what's meant for you. And to take out, right, the things that are not. And in the midst of this change, removing things from your life, right? There's endings. There's bittersweet endings. Endings bring new beginnings. Something has to be let go in order for you to receive what's new. One world gets destroyed in order for a new one, you know, to come through or to enter or to be built. You can't have both at the same time. That's what the feeling is here. You can't hold on to the old while trying to create the new. So something has to go. That's what you must know. But it does feel like a small sacrifice to make to receive what's in alignment. To receive your change in fortune. Because what goes down must eventually come up. And you're on the up. I see the loss here with the Five of Pentacles. I don't know how, you know, in what way that represents, you know, in what way that loss can be represented in your journey at this time. But there's definitely been some losses. Losses, setbacks, disappointments, heartbreaks possibly. Breakups, right? Maybe career loss, you know, physical, tangible loss, financial loss in some way. But you're about to make a decision, or you're going to be placed into a position to make a decision. You have to think about it. For sure, you have the thought card, but you're going to have to be decisive. But in the cutting away of it is where you gained your heart's desire. So, like, is there really a choice? Like, that's what it feels like. And you making the choice changes everything. You making the choice to cut this thing away or out is what shifts everything. So you fully align with it. So you fully align with this new beginning. New beginning, right? Because something's trying to be birthed into your world. This new beginning is trying to birth something beautiful into your world. Something that's in alignment with your heart. To get you out of a tough situation, challenging situation. And to help replace those things that were lost. Or that it feels like you might have sacrificed, okay? A lot of your time, energy, resources, or whatnot. You gave a lot of yourself to the point of depletion, right? I was getting depletion. And now it's time for your cup to be full or filled. Right? The tables have turned, okay? Ooh, you saw that? That flew out in a weird way. The tables have turned. What goes down now has to go up. Things can't stay shitty forever. You know what I mean? But expect wonderful things to start flowing to you now. You have an ending and a beginning on the table. So yeah, pile number 3, you are in the thick of it right now. You are in the thick of this shift right now, it feels like. Let's see what we have. Okay, the travel card. So yeah, things are definitely moving. And I don't know why I keep like grabbing these. They're upside down and whatnot. Or yeah, I don't know why. They're not read upside down or reverse, but I keep grabbing the deck upside down for whatever reason. So yeah, you have the travel card, you have the butterfly energy, which is symbolic of transformation, metamorphosis. You're in the midst of that change right now, but you are traveling, moving figuratively or literally. You are moving, you are going places. You are transitioning out of the old and into the new. This could be literal travel as well. Relocating, moving a house or something like that, moving out of an old job into a new one, moving out of an old relationship into self-love or into a new relationship. But you're coming into alignment with the things that are meant for you, moving out of, right, those things that weren't. There's been a lot of reflective energy. You've thought about these things. Maybe there's going to require that you make a choice. It's going to take some time to decide. But we have the changing of the seasons in the card here, okay? With the leaves that are shifting and changing. So that's more symbols of change here and transformation that are taking place, right? There's a song called Seasons Change. It's an old school song from like the 80s, but I will put it in the screen. Pile number 2 got 2 songs. Now pile number 3, you got a song. So yeah, it's a really good song, by the way. I will put that in the screen for you because it's tying into this card. Okay. It feels like you're entering a new season, right? You've persevered. And the new season is aligning you with your goal. The reason why I say that is because the salmon swim upstream. They have one goal in mind, and that is to spawn and procreate. And they will literally go against the current to achieve their goal. And they always succeed. They always achieve their aim. So this is telling me you thought a lot about this change, this movement, this need to cut yourself away or free from things that aren't working. And you're moving into a season where you're about to achieve your goal. Because you've changed, you've transformed, you've stepped into truth, and the feeling is not being able to tolerate anything that doesn't align with your authenticity. Again, the 2 pillars symbolize your alignment, right? You are aligned vibrationally in every way that is necessary. You've aligned maybe your thoughts with your heart. Again, with the cups, right? The thoughts and the heart. Your mind and your heart. You've aligned those things. You sync them up. And naturally, as a result of syncing or aligning your mind and heart, you are in alignment within. So therefore, everything has to shift and change to align with that vibration. And that's what's happening for you now. But in the midst of all that, what you must know is that you're going to have to let some things go. You're going to have to cut some things out and off. If it's not working anymore, it's about saying goodbye to it in order to make space, to create space for what's meant for you to truly come through and come in. Because again, that portal's open. It's activated. You have the energy of intuition. So again, this is about trusting, being guided by the inner GPS system of your soul. Trusting your intuition to make the right choices, to choose what's in alignment, right? Because you know what it feels like? It feels like there's this energy of there's something not being good enough. And deep down in your heart, you know that. Intuitively, you know that something is not enough. The Five of Pentacles is giving me that energy of it's not enough. So I got to choose what, over here with the King of Swords, what honors me. My intuition is screaming loud and clear. And I've reflected upon it. I've thought about it. You have two cards of thought and reflection, right? They align. I've thought about it. I've thought about it long and hard. And I'm aligned with my truth. And I just have to move in the direction of that. Even if it means swimming up current. Even if it means going against the grain. I got to honor that truth and alignment. I got to listen to my heart. I got to travel in the direction of that. Despite how challenging it might seem outside looking in. The thing is that the fish symbolize abundance and the salmon represent your perseverance in achieving the goal. So it's about achieving despite the odds stacked against you. And I feel like you will be rewarded for listening to your intuitive nudges, following through with them, no matter how hard it might seem or challenging the journey might seem. The thing is, you're already aligned with what is meant for you, true to you. You're already moving in the direction of that. You have the travel card, and everything's already shifting to get you there. So higher self is leading the charge. I don't think you can avoid choosing or cutting things out even if you wanted to. I don't think you can avoid it. Also, the feeling is here not to focus on what you're losing or what you're about to let go, but focus on everything you have to gain. Yeah, your fortune's shifting in a positive direction to put you on the path to everything that's in alignment with your truth, authenticity, and your heart. Okay, let's look underneath the surface here. Aww, we have innocence. I love that. That's inner child energy, right? The funny thing is, I feel like we don't listen to that enough. What lights you up inside? What makes you feel like a kid again? Follow that. Feeling is, I'm getting from that energy, follow your bliss. Your imagination is also tied to the power of your inner child. And like I said, if you planted a seed in your subconscious, you're moving in the direction of making that a tangible reality right now. And the power of that imaginative force is what's guiding you in the direction of this new beginning and alignment with your heart's desire. Continue, the guidance is here to continue to nurture your inner child and those desires as well. There's some inner child healing taking place here too, in this new beginning. I was getting the vibe of like a fresh beginning, like, you know, not only just because of the beginning card, but like something new is being birthed into your world. And I feel like this new beginning is like a clean slate, 100% clean slate. Like literal fresh start. And when I say clean slate, I mean, think about like kids growing up, they have just started their life, right? They're born into the world, they just started their life. They are free of any programming, right? They are a literal clean slate when they enter this experience. And it does feel like that's what you're returning to in this new beginning. You're going to be returning to that childlike wonder and innocence, fresh face to the world, free and clear of all the baggage of the past. Your heart, right, is going to feel childlike again. Excited for life and living. That Ace of Cups also speaks of healing. So something about you being free and feeling joy like a kid again. Because your heart is lighter. Your vibe is lighter. You're not weighed down by the loss, the lack, the things of the past. Anything is possible in this new chapter for you. Well, what was that? There you go. Spiritual enlightenment. Yes. This is a level up. Okay. And then you have, look at this. Union of two souls. And I was getting that energy of mating for life. Old friends, good memories. Okay, so think about that. Union of two souls, alignment within self or alignment with another. This is new love coming your way. Some of you might be, look, just so you know, okay, that's what Spirit wants you to know. You must know this before everything shifts. You're going to have to make a decision. You might have to cut some people out. You might have to break up with somebody, okay? But in the breaking up with them, the letting them go, you receive a union between you and another divine, masculine or feminine or whatever, a divine counterpart, okay? That's why the new love card is here. And that's why the mating for life energy of the swans is here. Also, this feeling of, I don't know, it's giving me past life love right here. Six of Cups energy, possibly. Soulmate. The feeling is, if this is romantic love coming your way, pile 3, the reason why it can enter now is because you've leveled up spiritually. You healed, they healed. You've done the shadow reflective work. You've healed your inner child wounds. You've done the metamorphosis, the transmutative work, right? To allow for this to happen now. You've healed yourself from the past to allow for this to happen. Even when it was hard. You followed your intuition. You kept trusting the process. You kept going through the shifts and the changes, the shadow work to align and to open your heart to receive. And now it can come through. And now that you leveled up spiritually, that divine counterpart can meet you, right? Face to face in this new beginning. Also, you might have to say goodbye, right? In the process of allowing this in and moving in the direction of it, you're going to have to say goodbye to things. People, places, and things. Right? Old friends, memories. Funny enough, this ties into the energy of Six of Cups, especially with this imagery. Okay? Things of the past, people of the past. It can be a bittersweet goodbye. But if you have to say goodbye to people, places, and things, or family and friends, so you can move forward and move on and move into alignment in this shift that is, you know, what's an authentic match to you, or in order to receive what's an authentic match to you, whatever you say goodbye to, whatever you let go, is you're going to have something to gain in its place. And you could always look back on that journey or on that chapter with fondness. right? You can look back on it with fondness. Whatever you're leaving behind, you can thank it for what it taught you, for what it brought you, and how you grew from it. Okay? Certain memories, people, places, and things, you know, they have, yeah, history, right? They have history associated to them. And that's okay. You can thank it and remember it for what it taught you and what it brought you, but it's a memory now. That's what it feels like. It's a memory. You don't have to hate it. You know, you don't have to be mad at the experience. You can be thankful for what it taught you and what it brought you and how you grew from it, how you evolved from it, right? How you transmuted that shit so you can align with your authentic life. You don't have to hate it. Okay? Because it was part of you. It was part of your journey. It helped evolve you through the lessons, right? That those people, places, and things brought you. But let's look under here, because I look under everything else already, right? Look at that. Positive transition. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a positive change. A positive transition. You might have to let some things go, but it's fine. Because you have everything to gain in its place. And whatever you choose, this is also what you must know. Whatever you choose to let go of, it's the right thing to do. Also, this new beginning is reflecting the healed version of you. Not the one who still ruminated in pain. Okay? No, not that one. This new beginning is in complete, full, authentic alignment with the healed, renewed, restored, rebirthed, right? Spiritually enlightened version of you. And this change and shift is positive, extremely positive. That old chapter of loss and lack and, you know, whatever you suffered, that is what's falling off and out to bring positive change. And it's like the Wheel of Fortune is saying, just go with the flow, surrender to what's happening for you. When you know what you need to know, learn what you need to know, discern what you need to discern, it's going to help you understand and make the choices that honor you based on what can stay and what can go. And it might be a little bittersweet to make those changes, to cut those things out and off, but it's necessary. That's what you must know. It's so necessary to welcome the new in, because the old can't stay. If it's not a vibrational match, it can't stay. It can't go with you. It's just going to hold you back. Look at that adversity. See the gifts in the challenge. Didn't I say that? Like, to thank, right? To thank it for what it taught you and what it brought you. That is in complete alignment. I said, be thankful for what it taught you and what it brought you. And now this says, see the gifts in the challenge. One can be taught within the calm. No freaking way. Look at that. Okay? But the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. Oh my gosh. That is literally word for word. like I said, you don't have to hate it. You can thank it for what it taught you and what it brought you. It was part of the journey to getting you to your heart's desire, to your fullest aligned self, to those things that are an authentic match to you. Yeah, 100%. In full alignment, this card right here. Again, face the challenges head on. Continue to face them head on. Because it feels like you're going to achieve your goal like the salmon always reaches its destination, okay? And you're traveling in the direction right now of that destination, figuratively or literally. But the salmon always arrives at its destination. And any challenges that you feel or you perceive might be part of getting there is going to be well worth it. And you'll look back on it and you'll be like, I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad that I did what I felt must be done. I'm so glad I listened to my intuition, to my gut. I'm so glad I trusted myself to make that move, to decide the way that I did. Because there's this feeling of hindsight, looking back and saying, if I hadn't gone through what I went through, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. Right? Which is the other side, the positive transition. You want to get to the positive, right? Or to the other side of the transition that is positive. Because on the other side of the transition, it is positive. There's a positive outcome. And you want to be on the other side of that. And it's like, once you're finally on the other side of it, you're going to look back and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I listened to myself, that I did what I needed to do, that I decided the way that I decided, that I chose myself, that I cut away what wasn't working. I'm so grateful that I did that. Because now I'm aligned. I'm living in alignment, right? I'm living my heart's desire. I'm aligned within myself. Everything in my life is aligning for my highest good. Everything in my life is aligning in a positive way now that I released the old, left the baggage behind, said goodbye to the things that weren't working. You see? You've emerged. You fully emerged like the butterfly. Yeah. And you can look back on the past with fondness. You don't have to hate it. Okay? It's all part of the journey. Let's see what your angel number is for this reading. Okay. 3. You can see that. 3, 7, and 1. So 371 is your angel number. I will go ahead and put that in the screen for you, as well as a song. Yeah, go ahead and look up the number interpretation, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, hype the video too. That's a new feature here on YouTube. If you hype the video, it helps boost this reading into the algorithm, so that way those who need this reading will find it. Also, you can support me further by checking me out on my channel members page. Or you can join my channel membership for exclusive content readings I put out for members only. You could also support me further by visiting me on Etsy. My Etsy shop link is down below in the description box. I have cool things there I make by hand. Personal readings, channeled paintings as well that I do if you're interested. Pay me a visit anytime. Much love to you. Take care of yourself, pile number 3 viewers. And always keep shining.